There are cities built for people. And then there's Istanbul, a city that belongs to the cats, just as much as to us.
Where a windowsill isn't complete until it has a tail swishing across it.
And a prayer rug sometimes comes with purring.
I was walking near the Grand Bazaar, and there she was, a calico curled up on the sun-worn stone just inside the mosque. No one moved her, no one minded. She was part of the space, like the light through the stained glass.
She was home.
Exactly, and just around the corner, a ginger Tom on the counter of a barber shop, perched like a regular, got his usual head scratch before the first customer came in.
5-star service for felines only.
I even saw volunteers leave food on ancient stone steps, quietly, respectfully, bandaged paws, cleaned ears, never waiting for thanks.
And none of the cats were owned?
No, but they were all loved.
In Turkey, cats are more than welcome. They're woven into the fabric of daily life, part of the soul of the street.
There's reverence, right? From the stories of the Prophet Muhammad to today's Instagram famous alley cats.
They're symbols of grace, of freedom, of mystical calm.
And community care. That's the heart of it. No ownership. No fences. Just shared kindness.
At night, shopkeepers tuck blankets into display windows for paws, not products.
Children draw chalk outlines of their favorite neighborhood cats, right there on the school sidewalk.
And students, future vets, rotate through rooftops and courtyards, checking bandages and whiskers before their next lecture.
It's a sanctuary without walls.
A cat curled beneath a calf table, as waiters sidestep, never disturbing the nap.
A mural of the city's most beloved tabby, watching over the rooftops, painted with care.
He watched over us. Now we watch over them.
Istanbul teaches us that love doesn't always look like adoption. Sometimes it looks like a bowl of water, set down quietly and without fanfare.
It shifted everything for me. That care doesn't have to be claimed. It can be offered.
The city breathes with them, plans with them, builds with them in mind.
No collar, no name tag, still completely known.
Next up, we visit another form of feline care. Structured, supported, and oh so heartfelt. Shelters, foster homes, and the rescue heroes who believe in forever homes.
It's a different kind of love story, and just as meaningful.
Because whether it's a cobblestone corner or a cozy couch, a cat belongs when it's seen and safe.
What would your neighborhood look like if cats were considered citizens? Some cities build sanctuaries out of rooftops, others out of routines. One dish, one door, one dedicated heart at a time.
This isn't the glamorous side of pet care. It's the faithful one.
Where quiet courage meets every tail, whether it's wagging or too tired to.
I've worked in a high-intake shelter for 6 years. Mornings start with cleaning, meds, and check-ins. By noon, we've seen kittens with fleas, seniors with missing teeth, and hopeful adopters trying to find their match.
And in the middle of all that love,
her name was Olive. She came to us with cloudy eyes and no trust. Took 16 months, but one day she let out the smallest meow and walked into someone's arms.
That's the miracle.
Even when we lose sleep, make hard calls, feel the cracks, we keep going. Because each cat deserves even just one good day.
And for cats who don't walk into homes, there's another way we show up. TNER.
Trap, neuter, return. Not flashy, but it saves lives.
It breaks the cycle and builds something better in its place.
We had a 20-cat colony by an old factory. We spayed, neutered, fed. No kittens the next season, just healthier adults. And peace.
It's the kind of love that doesn't ask for thanks.
Let's talk adoption barriers.
Rental restrictions, age rules. People judge too harshly or too quickly.
And black cats still get overlooked?
More than we'd like to admit. Also seniors. Also spicy cats. We need education, not perfection.
Forever homes don't have to be fairy tales. They just need to be steady, willing, safe.
There's beauty in the new models.
Foster to adopt. Low-cost clinics. Shops with cat ambassadors.
And high schoolers who read to shy kittens. Retirees who come in just to brush tails and hum lullabies.
Love on a schedule, but still love. A chalk message on the shelter wall says, "Loved, even if just for today."
And sometimes that's everything.
One night warm. One name whispered. One nap without fear.
Not every cat gets a castle, but some get a gentle hand, a second try, a soft voice at closing time.
We don't save them all, but we try every single morning.
And that's what real compassion looks like. Not perfect, but present. Next, we zoom out again to places blending community culture with structured care, where cats don't need to be owned, to be seen, and where every tale, wild or tame, counts.
From colonies in courtyards to cozy corners in cafes, we're meeting love in all its forms.
So ask yourself this. How does your community care for its cats?
We've seen the stone steps of Istanbul and the quiet corridors of the shelter. But between the bowls of kibble and the stacks of paperwork, there's a question we haven't yet asked.
What if both ways are right? Or maybe neither?
What if the answer is as fluid as a cat, stretching across rooftops and sofa cushions, always landing on its paws?
I believe in safety, in vet checks, soft blankets, and doors that close to danger.
Tell us about Olive.
Rescued from a hoarding case, she'd stopped grooming, eating, trusting. But 5 quiet years in a calm home, she thrived. She purred again. That's what structure gave her.
Peace as a prescription.
Yes, maybe we can't save them all, but we can save one, and that matters.
In Istanbul, cats walk through history. They nap in bookstores, raise kittens on rooftops.
And people just let them?
They feed them, pet them, respect them. I once watched a street cat lead her kittens from a garden wall to a cafe awning, like clockwork. That was her home, all of it.
Not adopted, but not alone. Here's a question for us all. What is safety without agency? And what is love, if it never includes a little risk?
But what about winter? Infection? Cars and hunger?
And what about the cats who hide under beds in foster homes too afraid to move? Who stop eating because a cage doesn't feel like love?
Maybe the question isn't indoors or out. Maybe it's, are we listening? Are we asking each cat what it needs?
We all agree. Cats aren't all the same. They don't want the same story.
Compassion has to flex. Not fold, but flex.
Some need walls.
Some need windows that open.
And some need both, depending on the season, or the day, or the moment they decide. Love is often quiet. Sometimes it stays, and sometimes it simply watches.
I don't know if we ever get it all right, but we can show up, again and again.
And cats? They choose us.
What if every cat, whether behind glass or on a garden wall, deserved not just care, but choice?
Next episode, we'll visit communities where care and culture intertwine and see what happens when love takes many forms.
It's not about control. It's about compassion. That fits the paw it holds.
So here's something to reflect on. What does dignity look like for the cats in your community